For more, Stuard Kaplan, a former FBI special agent with more than 40 years of investigative experience, is joining me right now. Now, as Stephanie reported, Fletcher was reported missing on Friday, but what are the chances that this body could be Liza?
I think it's pretty good. When there was video yesterday of a police car escorting what appeared to be a garbage dumpster, that was the indicator. I do believe that police already know that they have recovered the body. I think given the fact that it was a long weekend, a holiday weekend, I think they just want to confirm through a medical examiner, which will probably happen this morning. I think we're going to learn a lot more about what the police have during Abson's first appearance this morning in court.
The man charged with Fletcher's abduction is scheduled in court today. With this latest development, do you think he's more likely to talk?
No, I think, quite frankly, given the fact that, unfortunately, it appears that Fletcher has died from the brutality of this criminal act, that it is less likely his willingness to cooperate because he doesn't have anything to trade off to get some mitigating factors. And so I think he's going to exercise his right to remain silent. And it's just an unfortunate situation with respect to the family. Hopefully the family will find some closure with respect to the body being recovered.
I've asked a number of experts on the show this question. Does this look like it was the random attack that some people might have believed it would be, or was there any way this man could have known that she was an heiress to a fortune, or do you think it was just a matter of casing a neighborhood and noticing her everyday routine?
Well, given the fact that this act happened at 4:20 or approximately 4:20 in the morning, generally speaking, as we can all anticipate, the streets are pretty empty, pretty sparse. You'll see people that have to get up early in the morning and go to work. Obviously, you have the occasional exercisers, as in this case, a jogger. So I think there's going to have to be a little bit more diving into his background. I think his cell phone, which they now have, will indicate the digital footprints leading up to this act or this incident. And I think that will be able to uncover whether or not this was just a random act, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or whether or not there's a more sinister or more nefarious motive behind this, where in fact he was stalking Miss Fletcher.
One more question for you. The suspect was released back in 2018 after being convicted in another kidnapping of a Memphis attorney back in 2000. Are there details from that case that could provide more information as to what happened to Eliza Fletcher?
Well, I think obviously you have a task force where you have local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies working together to go back and look if there is any sort of linkage with respect to the prior case having occurred 24 years ago, and now looking at Mrs. Fletcher, and to see if there's any identifiable links there to somehow suggest that what happened 24 years ago, is this some sort of retribution or some additional, revenge that this individual decided to lay in wait and obviously took upon the timing to now kill Miss Fletcher. I think this morning, if you wait for the court proceedings, I think there's going to be a lot more information that's going to come out through the prosecutors that they just haven't disclosed to the public until this morning.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.